Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let us introduce ourselves. We are a member of Group 2. I'm Ericha Nur Azizah, and my nickname is Caca.
I'm Dhea Yuan S. You can call me Aya.
I am Ferlanda Firdaus A, and you can call me Ferlan.
I am Hafidza Healyaty. You can call me Hafidza.
I am Filia Ramadhani. You can call me Filia.
The next activity is activity 3. The instruction is read the list of occupation below, then read each description of someone working and write the occupation beside the description. The first is beautician, mechanic, policeman, secretary, nurse, scientist, butcher, carpenter, photographer, and writer. The first question is, Dev had trouble removing the last spark plug from the car's engine. He wanted to check all the plugs before he began working on the faulty carburetor. The answer is mechanic, and the words that we can infer Dev as mechanic are spark plug, car's engine, faulty carburetor.
Next question, number 2, is Sergeant Klein walked cautiously up the stairs. His partner covered him from behind. A man watched the back exit, and a patrolman was at each end of the street. The answer is policeman, because the clue are sergeant and patrolman. Next question. Number 3, Miss Johnson went into her office and sat down at her desk. She turned on the distancing machine and began to type a letter for her boss. The answer is secretary, because the clues are office, desk, distancing machine, and letter.
All right, for number 4, the passage is, Mr. Scott measured the board carefully. He marked each one where he wanted to make the cut for the stair step. Each step had to fit snugly in place. The answer is carpenter, because the clues provided in the passage is measured, the board, and the stair. In number 5, the passage is Steve took angles. His electronic flash unit provided the light he needed. The answer is photographer, because the clues provided in the passage is angles, electronic flash, and light.
All right, number 6. As Mr. Foster moved from room to room, she recorded the temperature and the pulse rate of each patient. She took extra time to adjust Mr. Park's bed. And the answer is nurse. And the clues that we can find from the text is temperature, pulse rate, and patients. Number 7, Mr. McKay put the beef round on the block and began to cut off round steak. He prepared several, wrapped each in freezer paper, and put them in a bag for Mr.'s hunt. The answer is butcher, and the clues that we can find from the text is beef, sticks, and freezer paper.
Right, number 8. Mr. Warren flew the helicopter just above the treetops. As he searched for stray cattle, he would radio their location to men on horseback who would run up the cattle. The answer is rancher, and the clues are cattle and horseback. The last one is Mr. Williamson checked the slide under the microscope. He was looking for a change in the bacteria. With this information, the experiment will be complete. The answer is scientist, and the clues are microscope, bacteria, and experiment.
Then now in activity 5, read the following text carefully. Try to invert what could have caused the situations in each text. Number 1, a parcel was delivered to the school addressed to Mr. Wilbur Wilkins, and nobody had ever heard of him. The parcel was left on the staff room table and disappeared during the night. And the answer is perhaps the parcel is in the wrong delivery destination, but maybe it has been taken by the owner.
Number 2, a small boy, naked and with his head shaved, ran down a big city street. He was laughing happily, thought it was a cold day, and he had a photograph in his hand. And we can infer that perhaps the boy is a lost child, and has problem with his psychology.
Alright, next question, number 3. Footprints were discovered in the snow leading to a desert upland hut. There were no footprints leaving, but the hut was empty except for a Bernard dog and some books. The answer that we can infer is the hut's owner has left the hut long ago. Therefore, there are no footprints left because the snow covered the footprints.
All right. In the last question, number 4, the passage is, one of the school classroom was found to be locked. The sound of a man groaning was heard from within. When it was broken into, it was discovered that most of the furniture had been smashed. There were dead mice near the door and a strong smell of burned rubber in the air. The answer we infer is there was burned rubber that killed mice and broken furniture in the locked classroom. Meanwhile, there was a boy who was inside.
Well, that's all about our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye and good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.